approach and just lurking around middle, seeing if they get any sort of information here. Where do you think they should go on a pistol round, Sonny?
I think they should go wherever they can find frags. Connor going to open this one up, taking down Cynic, and that is a great opening into the round, of course. If Kaz can get into a quick start on this one, they're going to be doing just fine. It's going to be the B bomb site for Impulse Gaming. It's going to be abandoned by Kaz. That's a nice little fake over towards A. Unfortunately, everyone died on that fake, so it really does weaken the attack. The bomb is going to be going down, however, so that's money in the bank already. And Kaz just need to retake this one. Doesn't really matter how many men they lose. Holding onto that armor, of course, would be nice. As Boaster takes down Ray. Connor follows it up onto Nuki, and Samuel is dead. So that's going to be the end of Impulse Gaming, and not a single kill to speak of. Now, what's interesting is there used to be a player on Impulse Gaming called Nuke Dog, and I'm sure it got very confusing within the team if they said Nuke, go here, because they both think they wanted them to go here. So I guess Nucky must be Nuck, and the other guy must be Nuke. But even that, I think, could get confusing, especially if you had some kind of regional accent. Nick! Nook!
Well, I'm glad you can make these assumptions. If they are.
Again!
I mean, do any of them have regional accents?
I don't know. I have no idea.
We'll find
they
out.
all seem like they're from South England to me.
Could be from anywhere in the UK and Ireland Premiership.
Yes.
Now, Impulse will have the eco going into this second round. It should be a formality for CAS Esports, but we've seen strange things, a lot of strange things happening today, as Impulse are going to bombard through this smoke, but they're going to be shut down by the SMGs of CAS Esports. Windansky finds 1, 2, 3, looks for the fourth. Connor will come in to sweep it up. Another flawless round. No members lost.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Not a single kill so far for the Impulse Gaming boys, and that is not a good way to start this round, or this game even. 4 kills on the board for Connor. That is a very, very good way to start this round, but the AKs are out now. Impulse Gaming have the weapon systems to do the damage, and the Kalashnikovs designed in 47 are going to be coming into play. No orbs to speak of. Still a lot of SMGs in the hands of Kaz. As they haven't died, they haven't felt the need to upgrade. So, is this going to be Impulse Gaming once again getting shut down, or do they have an opportunity?
Definitely have the opportunity with 5 AKs against SMGs, but they just need to work together and really execute a site well. They don't want to get caught out by a CAS Esports member just holding an angle. Boaster taking a very aggressive approach here at B. Abs will retreat as that smoke does go down. Knows he doesn't need to do anything silly here. Kaz can just wait as Samuel is just slowly inching around. Did notice a player in jungle there, and he hasn't been spotted by Reason, so he is just going to poke out. Does look for the trade onto Reason, but can't find him. Does take him down to 48 HP though, as now the push will come out from Impulse onto B site here. Nades will be coming in thick and fast as Ray drops onto site, but he drops into the machine gun of Jacob. Finds 2, finds a third. Incredible 3K. Is he going to look for more? He smells the blood. But unfortunately, the blood is lurking around middle, and it is the blood of Samuel.
Oh no, that's not good. Windansky finding that last kill. And the absolute war of attrition going on there. Impulse Gaming, before they even got into the site, before a single shot was fired, they had no health to play with. There was half health on almost every player except for, I think it was Cynic. Cynic, the only man so far to actually have a kill on Impulse Gaming. That is more than demoralizing. This is not going well. Impulse Gaming's opportunity into this game is their T side. CAS know now how to play their T side against Impulse. They know exactly what to do. Whereas Impulse have an opportunity on their T side. They did really well last time, but not this time. Connor opens it up, Nuki goes down, Reason follows it onto Ray. Windansky comes in for his own fun. Samuel finally getting himself a kill. But again, not good. Windansky, 3K with the UMP. The money is phenomenal. I have seen castles built for less money than is on CAS right now. That's not true. Castles cost a lot of money.
And I don't think you would have seen them being built either.
Why not?
I don't see you as a castle builder man. But, you know, I've seen stranger things. Not the Netflix series, but just in this game in general. As now Impulse try and push forward, but Cynic gets taken down by Jacob, and Connor is taking the aggressive approach and finds 2 on Nucky and Jammy James. And this is just easy pickings for CAS Esports now. They are really hunting for blood, and Impulse are just falling like flies. It's like lambs to the slaughter at the moment, unfortunately, for Impulse, and I think you were right. CAS have found their footing, and they are so confident. They are more than happy to take those aggressive pushes into middle, and Ray now, the last member, does find a consolation kill onto Connor, but with 2 HP, He now just has to try and survive for 1 minute and 10 seconds, and that is definitely not going to be an easy feat.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for them, but slowly they are all getting a kill each, if that is good. Nucky and Jammy James still need to work on it, but Ray has found one. So both Ray, Cynic and Samuel all have a kill. Do you feel like Kaz last game were just toying with us, playing with us?
I feel like they were playing a game with themselves.
Yeah,
where they were mentally fighting.
Like yin and yang.
And they were a little bit worried about what the situation would be if they were going to lose to Impulse. An Impulse lineup that they really should beat, but yeah, I think it was an icebreaker being able to take that first map.
Fat Penguin.
And now they are just pushing on nicely. And Jacob, just confidence yet again, just pushing out onto short. Gets the AWP kill onto Ray. He's looking at Samuel through the smoke here, but doesn't pull the trigger. So no walls here today, thankfully.
Yeah, not great as a start. Ray down already. And not too much opportunity for Impulse to get themselves into this one. Cynic with the deagle in hand, hoping someone's going to rear their head and give him the opportunity to frag up, but no one wants him to shoot. He's going to find Reason, however, so giving Reason a taste of his own medicine. Connor finding Jammy James in return. Although this M4 being recovered could be very big. Windansky finding Nucky, but they've spotted him. They know exactly where Cynic is. Windansky going to find the kill and boast it onto Samuel. This is horrific. This is really, really going badly now.
Yeah, a losing bonus coming out for Impulse, so they will be able to buy consecutively now. I'd like to think so, as long as they use their money wisely. AWP coming out for Nucky, though. This could be the game changer. We saw some fantastic things from him in the last game of Mirage, but at 0 and 6, confidence is going to be low. Goes for the peek at A ramp. Unfortunately, not able to find anything just yet. The Impulse will now just go for the execute, and I feel that's what they need to do. They need to execute onto A. They've not tried it yet. Smokes and flashes will come out, but responding Molotovs, incendiaries will come out to try and halt the process of Impulse as they manage to get into Sandwich, but Smoke is protecting them from CT at the moment. Connor is in a great position, finds Jammy James, looks up to Palace, but Samuel will be there to fire some bullets in between his eyes, and the bomb goes down, and now they can get into some after plant positions, and Kaz are going to have to go for a retake here.
Yes, they absolutely are in a 4 versus 4. This is a tough spot, but Kaz, I don't think, I'm going to be nervous. Rushing on into this site, Reason is the up-close and personal man, spots out Samuel, tags him up. Now the rest of the force will move forward. Jacob a little bit anxious on the AWP. He's going to be spotting down on Samuel's position. Oh, missing that shot is going to allow Nucky to take Windansky out of the equation. Ray finding one, and suddenly this round is on as Reason will find one before going down. It's all on Jacob to save the AWP, not that they need to. Have so much money in the bank. And finally, Impulse Gaming get themselves around.
What is it with these deja vus? Kaz Esports went 6-0 up in the last game, and that was when Impulse got back into it, so maybe there is still hope, but that will be no losing bonus if they do lose this round, and that would well and truly be the nail in the coffin, in my opinion, onto Impulse Gaming. And they are just going to send a couple of members through to B here, perhaps for a fake. Spreading themselves out, not committing to either site just yet, and they're going to play patient. I mean, I feel like they should just go for another A execute. It's worked well. It worked well in the last game. And perhaps they might just go for a fake here at B, make a little bit of noise, see if they can force out perhaps an early rotation and then move themselves round to A. But you can see now that members of Impulse, only one left at A. So it looks like it's going to be the opposite. It's going to try and be a fake at the A site as they move to B. And Cynic needs to make a lot of noise now, just to keep all those Kaz Esports members on this A site. He's going to push in onto Tetris, see if he can find anyone. He's checking all of his angles, checks Sandwich, doesn't find anyone, looks up to Palace, but Connor will be there to shut him down immediately, and now Impulse need to make their move onto site as they push throughout. Ray checking all of his angles as well, but Boaster will be on the site to shut him down immediately. Samuel's got himself onto short, but Boaster's M4 is too strong, and he is going to look for a third now. He's well and truly got control of this site, and his teammates are there to back him up. The AWP of Jacob should be able to shut anyone down. Jammy James goes down to it, and it is just Nucky left on his lonesome, and Jacob finished things off. And that should be it.
That's it. That's economy reset for Impulse Gaming. They have no money to play with. They're wishing to God they hadn't won that round, so they'd have some money. But then again, I guess it's a round in the bag for them, and it avoids the 16-0. But this is looking more than disastrous for Impulse now. The money on Kaz is astronomical. The money on Impulse Gaming is non-existent as Cynic works his way, AK-47 in hand, over towards that mid-zone. But if he's going to be given a fight, it's going to be a tough win. Mid-control is the key here. That's exactly what they want. Nice kill from Nucky there with the Deagle in hand. Takes down Reason. Once again, giving him a taste of his own medicine. HP damage is in, and so all of Impulse feeling the burn on that one as the nade flew through them and detonated inside like a proximity mine and an airburst round. They have been damaged.
A lot of pressure on Nucky. Cynic and Jammy with the guns here. Use Ray and Samar as cannon fodder, perhaps just to rush in. Samar will be the first to go down, but Nucky gets eliminated by Windansky as well, so important that's a rifle taken out of the hands of Impulse Gaming. And Jacob will be greeted by Ray 1, and he'll find an easy kill. Gets his ult back out, looks for the second, and he will take down Cynic as well. Make that 3 onto Jammy James. And that's easy stuff for Jacob. Nice confident play, and slowly Impulse are just dropping like flies, and they need to do something special if they're going to get back into this game, and the pause will come out from Cynic. Clearly nothing is going right just yet. It's all going wrong. It's not the same as last game. They weren't able to come back after being 6-0 down, and a tactical pause, I feel, this one, Sonny.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you say, really? Get kills, don't die.
Get good.
That's not nice. That's not a nice thing to say.
Well, it's the same thing as get kills, really, isn't it?
No, that's just mean. I was being nice. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is a really, really difficult round for them to win. And, sorry, not a difficult round, it's a difficult game. 8-1 down and money in shambles. The answer is shrouded in mystery, and I do not know what to say. Something is going badly wrong for Impulse. And if they thought last game they were making mistakes, think again.
I just want to see them just execute on A. That's all that's worked for them. Yes, it's going to get predictable, but that is your best hopes of staying in this game, is just constantly trying to push that A site, trying to get those early frags. I mean, when they do push in and they've got the smokes around to protect them, they are able to get those trades off well. So that's what I want to see them do, but perhaps that is too predictable. Perhaps Kaz can then start stacking that A site.
But that's the thing, it doesn't matter if it's predictable. Try and do something that's going to work, as opposed to switching up every round when nothing's working. Try and do something bread and butter. Get onto that A-bomb site. It's worked once. There's no reason why it can't work again. Get onto that A-bomb site, get the bomb down, try and do some work. What else can you say? But what you can say, if you're at home, is use the hashtag ESL Prem, and you can get involved with us. You can let us know what you're thinking, and you can try and predict what I'm thinking.
I was going to say that, but thankfully he's here. That's why we hire him. Great stuff though from Kaz Esports, and I think you're right. Impulse have just got to try and do something. They've tried to mix it up a few times. They've been trying to smoke connector, and then they've been pushing through the smoke. And I think once you push through smoke in a game, the opposition is always going to expect you to push through smoke. They are not going to take their eyes off that smoke, and Impulse have tried it several times now, and they've just been punished for doing so. Yes, okay, they've done it on their ecos. They're trying to be a little bit mysterious, trying to do something a little bit edgy. But no, it's not going to work out for them, as the unpause will happen now. And will Impulse be able to work from whatever discussion happened during that tactical pause? Or are Kaz Esports going to continue their sheer dominance in this second game and take home the 3 points?
Just wanted to let you know, you said, "Hey Sonny," and you activated Siri on my phone. And then it started recording a load of stuff about bomb sites. Anyway, the push is coming in. Pistols are all there is to play with now for Impulse Gaming. They're getting shut down left, right and centre. Connor, Windansky, Reason all coming together and destroying everything Impulse tried. Only pistols, of course. Now the weapons are coming out. Nucky back onto the AWP. Let's see if he's going to be able to do any damage. I mean, look at that economy over on Kaz. Really, what can you do? Impulse Gaming need to get this round. They need to take whatever they said in the pause and win off the back of it. It's very, very important.
It is. But once again, they are just going to spread themselves, sending a couple towards B, one just lurking around mid, whilst 3 of them are setting up at A here. Just seems like they're slightly indecisive. They've run out of ideas. They're reluctant to go for that default A execute because they probably think it's slightly too predictable, but it's all that's worked so far. And they did well last game. Actually, their most success came out of executing on A, whilst one member pushed through middle and then came through connector on the flank. But middle has been protected a little bit better by Kaz this round, as Boaster gets aggressive and finds Jammy James just chilling in his jammies. And now Windansky will push up as well, and this is just too easy for Esports. They are so confident, they are happy to take these aim battles. And Impulse, they're trying to take it slow, they're trying to set up, but nothing's going right for them. Ray will finally find a kill onto Windansky though, so there is still hope in this round. He does push onto site. He has got a teammate in Palace as well. He's out onto ladder, but he's going to get shut down by Reason. Reason then looks at two flashed members of Impulse. Can't quite find the kill as they are now stuck in Sandwich. And Kaz should just be able to wait for them to push across onto site. They don't need to get too aggressive here. They can just hold their angle, and they should take this round nice and easily. Yeah, lots of utilities to play with for Kaz, so they're going to flash themselves in. Doesn't even matter because they missed the flash. Reason starts reloading while he peeks. Doesn't matter because Nucky will find the kill, but gets traded out instantly. That's 10 rounds for Kaz Esports. And although only 2 players remain, 16 grand, 13 grand, 16 grand, 10 grand, 10 grand. Not a problem. The Great Depression is over, and we're now into the economic boom. Lots of castles will be built on this day.
Maybe.
As now, Impulse slowly running out of all ideas, and they're getting aggressive on middle, but Reason will just clean up 2 of them. He's going to get pushed into connector, gets his pistol out. Ray1 will find him with a Tech 9, but Connor is there to respond. And now just Samuel and Cynic should just die. It should be a formality for Kaz Esports. As Jacob has just got the AWP on short here, and Impulse slowing it down, see if they can spot a Kaz member just getting a little bit overconfident, try and ruin such an incredible economy, and I think there is very little hope of ruining the money that they do have, to be honest. 1 or 2 kills is not going to make a difference in this game anymore, as Kaz Esports are slowly edging their way to 3 points. Cynic will find himself in M4. So there is still hope. He just needs to be careful, needs to work with Samuel here. But Windansky will push around from middle and find 2 little birdies there in middle and shoot them down.
Wow. Poor birds.
Poor
dead
birds indeed.
Dead birds. So 11-1 is the score, and this is disastrous. This was disastrous when it was 5-0. This is even more disastrous. As disasters go, this one's at the top of the disaster scale sheet. If there's a sheet of disasters, this one tops it. 5 versus 5, but is it really? Or is it Kaz versus Impulse? That's the question. Last game we saw signs of life. We saw what looked like a strong side putting up a good fight, but now we see Kaz coming alive. This is what I expected last game. I just don't see how Impulse allowed this through. I don't understand how they've let Mirage come through in this veto.
Yeah, I really feel like they should have gone away from it. I mean, maybe that's just me. I think if you lose a map, you just play something else. But perhaps they figured, look, we came so close. Perhaps we've got a chance here as Connor will get the spray down. Jacob and Connor will get the kills as well. Nucky does take one down Reason though, so there is still hope, but that hope is short-lived as Connor then finds Nucky himself. Ray1 comes in from a ramp, and Connor will finish him off for his own 3k, I believe. And that's 12-1. There is money in the hands of Impulse though, and that's fantastic from Kaz.
Thank you. Yeah, at this point, I could try and analyse what's going on, but
go on then.
There's no point. There really isn't. It is purely outclassing them. Kaz are just that much better that every time Impulse run a strat, they run a clever move, they do something interesting, ingenuitive, clever, funky, jazzy, cool, they get shot. Nucky is going to find the entry frag, which is the first time I believe they've had an entry frag all game. When Dansky doubles up and shuts down what they've been trying. Cynic will get the trade frag in, but still 3 versus 3 and no bomb plant in just yet. Cynic is trying to get aggressive up on stairs and they have no idea that he's there. Someone did hit him with a flash there as Reason will take him down. And again, this is looking like a dire round inbound. Although it was a nice entry frag coming in from Nucky. When Dansky covers it off, saves his team. And again, skill prevails. This is what we should have been seeing last game. That was a nice team flash. Me likey. Jamie James looking for a peek. They still have utilities to play with. There's a nade, flash, and Molotovs to run with. But Jacob has spotted out Ray. But he gets the kill on Jamie James anyway, going for the plant. Ray will find himself a kill, but Boaster shuts him down. It's just purely being outclassed. There's nothing else you can say. Impulse Gaming put up a great fight last game. They've got nothing left.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and look at there, being highlighted. Jammy James, 0 and 14.
It's almost as good as you.
Almost. But I'm sure he's better than an AK with leaves, as I like to say. But yeah, this should be somewhat of a formality now for CSGO Esports. They should be able to walk away with this game and get 3 points on the board. But Ray 1 will get the early trade, well, not the trade, early pick onto Reason. Now they can push up, but Connor responds onto Cynic. Great work, I've got to say, from Connor with this M4. He has done fantastically on this A site, always being able to take down players in connector. As I say that, he is deleted by Nucky.
He becomes the deleted scene, but Samuel in Palace going to get shut down. Windansky once again proving his dominance. This time will go down, however. Nucky going to find that kill. So a potential for this last round to actually go the way of Impulse. As I say that, of course, Nucky dies. I'm not particularly surprised because I jinxed him. I'm sorry, I missed a Nuck. Still, 1 versus 2. This is very doable. Very, very good read here from Yakem. But a minute to play with. There is no reason for Impulse to rush into this one. They can play mind games all day with Mr. Jakem. However, he has got full utility and he is a clever man. He's been playing this game for longer than I have. And he knows what Counter-Strike is.
I'd like to hope so.
That's what I...
They would have heard him zooming in with the AWP. So Impulse will be well aware that he is there on short, but Flash will come out and they are going to drop onto site. Jacob can't quite find anyone as they do cross. And the plant will come in. Ray 1 does pick up the kill, and Impulse, dare I say it, is the dream alive?
No.
No, it definitely isn't. I can't even be optimistic anymore. A very poor showing from the T side of Impulse, but I think that's what we expected. I think after Kaz have got those nerves out of the way in their initial Mirage map, when they were able to play it again, somehow, Impulse not vetoing it, they would have been laughing in their chairs, more than willing to play this game.
I have a new note for you.
There is not a chance, signed by Herald. No, there isn't a chance, you're right. But, I mean, the viewers would like to see it. I'd like to see it. If Impulse can come back, it would go in ESL Premiership history.
Would it?
Yeah.
Maybe. It would be for this season.
Well, yeah, certainly.
So, not the greatest showing so far from Impulse Gaming, but Kaz have become who we know that they are. There is so much skill on that lineup. We know that they are capable of winning games like this. We know that they can do it. It's just a matter of them waking up and telling themselves, you can do it, friend.
And is, okay, well, let's say you're in Impulse's shoes, or you're the coach of Impulse right now.
I am.
And what do you say to them? Think 13-2 down. Do you tell them that there is hope? Or I don't feel like I should have asked this question, but go on.
I say, right, everyone, hands off your keyboards, hands off your mouse, listen to me. This has been a dark day. It's been a tough game. Give up while you still have dignity.
Well, CSGO Esports will enter this pistol round, and they've already lost 2 members.
First
Cynic
kill.
has gone down as well, and Jammy James gets a kill on the board. So he's not going to be 0 and 15 anymore. And now it's a 4v2 situation. A pistol round would certainly be a good start of a comeback. I mean, it's very far away, and the stars would most certainly have to align, but there is still a possibility. You never know.
If there's a will, there is a way, and a rebellion is built on hope. So let's see if Impulse Gaming can find R2 with the schematics for the Death Star, and they can bring down this tyrannical super force. Samuel holding close, going to be able to take Connor down. That's the bomb dropped, and so Jacob now finds himself 1 versus 4 in a very, very difficult position. Some good kills coming in here from Impulse, and they should be able to close this one out pretty handily. Jacob, of course, only a pistol and a decoy to work with. He's popped the vents right out of their sockets, but yeah, there shouldn't be anything he can do. So at least a pistol round extends Kaz's ability to play for one more, Impulse's game for 1 more round. But we are going to be seeing the force buy come out here from Kaz Esports. They're going to be taking out the Tech 9s and the armor, or at least we should be seeing that.
Well, perhaps we're going to see a situation where both teams are going to have strong CT holds just because they have reads on their opponent and where they like to push and where their executions do come out. But I feel like I am just trying to find any sort of hope for Impulse Gaming at the moment, as Nucky is going to take an aggressive peek in window, try and see if we can find anything. Connor is waiting there, but he's not going to look out just yet, as Nucky now is going to push courageously through underpass. He's not going to push just yet. There we go. He's still going to start to walk. He's going to be greeted by Boaster. Can he find the kill? Yes, he does. Bomb goes down as well, so that information will be sent across to his teammates. And they can start to set up around this if they really want, but Nucky needs to be careful he doesn't give away this M4, because that could allow Kaz back into the round. And two members are going to approach him. He finds one. Reason will get another kill with that Deagle. But now Cynic is going to come and take him down and say, no M4 for you, Sunshine. As Windansky also falls, leaving just Connor on his lonesome with a Deagle, with very little hope of winning this round.
He's very good with the Deagle though, so if he can get off, you know, a good shot or two, there is an opportunity for him. No, not going to happen. Connor going to go down, and a little bit of money being built up for Impulse. The problem is, they give themselves so little of a buffer. If they lose a single round, this game goes downhill fast. They need to disallow any economical advantage to Kaz. Kaz can have nothing. Take everything. Give nothing. Who said that? William Wallace. Probably. Reason with a nice kill there onto Nucky. But the trade does come through as Jacob goes down. Nade to follow, but no one going to receive that nade. The boost coming into the window room. Cynic going to be tagged up, but not quite fragged up, so he will remain 1 day more. And the M4 passed over to the high HP player of Boast Up to see if he can do any work. Cynic just dancing around that window, hoping no one else is going to try and kill him. But I get the feeling someone is going to try and kill him because they don't like him very much.
They're going to want to try and take him out. Cynic does manage to take down Connor to 5 HP, so there are some very weak terrorists, but they do manage to pick up a kill onto Samwell here now, so it's a 4v3 situation. Cynic is going to push. He senses that they did leave window. Probably heard them jumping around. Reason is lurking in connector here, and Cynic is well aware that there could be a member of the terrorist force, but he's going to jump out. Needs to be careful though. He's going to walk out and maybe get caught out by Reason, but Reason's rotating into jungle, so they are able just to avoid crossing paths here. They're going to move across to B site, and Reason not able to pick up that kill. Windansky gets an important kill onto Cynic though, so it's a 4v2 situation, and this is looking pretty dire for Impulse. Fortunately, Reason goes down, and now a lot to do for Ray and Jamie James. Bomb still yet to go down though. Windansky does have a FAMAS to work with, and Boaster an M4, but very low on HP. And that is an interesting decision from Impulse.
Well, they saw the player in connector. They thought, okay, happy days. They've gone over towards A. Let's just go retake now before it's too late. Unfortunately for them, it was B that was under attack, and a perfect little bit of play came through from Reason to distract from that play. Unfortunately, it's too late, and Connor with a perfectly timed peek. Absolute monster play comes through. Windansky and Boaster now both have weapons, and please don't go for the ninja. Please don't do it. Don't do it.
He's done it.
Brilliant, he's done it. But he hasn't, has he?
He hasn't,
he's died.
I mean, at that point where they'd kind of they'd run so low on time because they didn't get the read and they did go to A site. I guess that was all that was left for him to try. He knew that it was going to be very unlikely that he was going to go for the fuse in the smoke, but you've got to try these things sometimes, as if he did get away with it, it would have been a phenomenal play, in fact. But it's not something that Kaz were going to let slide. And now Kaz can buy up. And this is where they should be putting the game to bed. But a win here, for a win of this round for Impulse could keep them in the game. Well, it will keep them in game, of course, but their buy isn't particularly healthy. But an AWP in the hands of Samwell. I want to see some big things from him. As Kaz just aren't quite sure where they're going to push just yet. And I said I wanted to see big things, and that will be an AWP kill coming out from Samwell. Does also tag Boaster here, but doesn't get the kill. And Boaster is just going to throw a flash. Needs to try and escape here. I don't think it's wise for him to be facing this AWP. He is just going to die. He's going to go for the flash peek again, and Samwell will back off as they are in a 5v4 situation. They know that they can't give away anything, as you said.
Yeah, any slip up at this point means Impulse lose the game. So they need to be very, very careful as to how they play this one. They have an opportunity here to win themselves a round, but it's not going to be easy. Nucky, lovely little Deagle headshot comes in onto Jacob, and some great observing there. Thank you very much for some quality Counter-Strike. That was a lovely shot to watch. And Samwell missing a shot there. That's going to cost him dearly. Is he going to be Coldzera? No. Ray going to be able to take the kill through onto Boaster as the AWP falls back. Ray doubles up, taking down Reason, and it all comes down to Windansky, who is dead. A lovely little three-piece there for Ray to close out this round. So it is 14-5. The bye Probably going to be coming out here for Kaz. They can afford themselves 2 AKs and the rest can force onto Tech 9s, which is definitely nothing to be sniffed at. It's going to be Deagles coming out from Reason and Connor, and I would not say this is a lost round. I would not. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it.
I mean, Deagles do seem to be a popular choice right now in the meta over Tech 9s, and why do you think that is? Is it just people more confident with their Deagles than they used to be?
It's a specific situation you would bring out a Deagle over a Tech 9. That's when you feel you're skilled enough to outspeed and outclass your opponent. If you're not, you take out a Tech 9 because you can click as quick as you can and you can kill. But the push is coming in. Boaster taking down Jamie James. Doubles up onto Cynic, and that is exactly what Impulse did not need. Ray trying to spam through the smoke is just not working out for him. He pushes forward, but a player already slipping past him. That's going to be Connor finally getting shut down, but Boaster has worked his way forward, finding himself a third kill there onto Samuel, making it a 3-piece already. And Nucky and Ray, the last men alive, to try and keep their team off match point. When Dansky spots Ray, takes him down, and this game is all but... Come on, man. All but done. It's over. As the bomb goes down, Nucky 1 versus 4. Man versus beast. David versus Goliath. And that is one step in the right direction. As Gandhi said, every journey starts with one step, but can he complete it? No. Booster. More like Boaster, because that's his name. 4K on the board, and a massive, massive round. That's it. It's game over.
Yeah, and I think Kaz were just like, look, let's stop messing around here now. Just Boaster was like, look, let me entry, just get me onto the site, get some flashes for me, I'll clean them out. And that's exactly what they did, and it looks like they're going to go for another quick push onto A here. They've slowed down a little bit, but Impulse need to hold a lot better than they did before, but they don't have the weapons to work with this time. Just a couple of Deagles, 1 M4. A lot in the hands of Ray 1 if they are going to stay in this game, if they have any hope of bringing it to overtime, which I very much doubt. As Kaz now push in. Boaster once again will look down and find Cynic on ladder. Finds Jamie James once again. Finds Samuel as well through him. Looks for the 4th through the smoke. Can't quite find him. Will push now through to CT. See if he can find any more members. But Boaster just really performing out of his shoes at the moment. And it's just Ray and Nucky left. And speaking of being left, you are left in awe after that double that he just... I think it was a spray through the box. He was able to catch a member on CT, but Nucky is keeping them in this round. But the outplant position is going to make it very difficult now. Ray 1 does find him, and it just leaves Nucky. He finds 1. Now needs to find Jacob, but Jacob is just waiting in Palace, and time is slowly running down. And that will be pretty much the game now, as there is no way that he can stop this. 16-5, Kaz Esports take the series 2-0, 3 points on the league table, and a dominating second map for Kaz.